Is it possible, with one and the same vision, to work for your country by building the strongest industries and supporting the best research?
To me, the ecosystem stands for what we think about when we wake up in the morning.
The ecosystem is based on the fact that the family foundations provide funding for Swedish research and education.
It's all about trying to do what our ancestors started, where they said, no, it's not about us. It's about Sweden.
The foundation for the family's engagement was laid as early as 1856.
It all started with entrepreneurship. André Oscar Wallenberg was a ship's captain sailing on Boston. He bought a book on how to start a bank. He went home and he started 2 banks.
In 1917, another step was taken for Sweden's future when Knut Wallenberg, together with his wife Elise, established the Knut and Elise Wallenberg Foundation. The statutes state that the foundation shall work landsgagnligt, a Swedish word meaning for the betterment of Sweden, by funding research and education.
To be able to do that, we generate dividends among the companies that are provided to the foundation, which is in turn sent to the universities, thereby creating the possibility to enhance innovation.
Building strong companies and supporting excellent basic research are still the cornerstones of the Wallenberg family's ecosystem today. The Wallenberg family is engaged in companies and foundations through committed board work on a long-term basis. This is achieved primarily through the foundation's wholly owned holding companies, Wallenberg Investments, FAM, Navigare Ventures, and 19 private capital, as well as through the listed and partly owned industrial holding company, Investor, and its respective holdings in world-leading and innovative companies that have internationally strong market positions. Dividends from the companies then go back to the Wallenberg Foundations, which distribute grants for research and education at Swedish universities. The number and size of the foundations have grown over the years, but the oldest is still the largest, the Knut and Elise Wallenberg Foundation. Grants are awarded for excellent basic research in areas such as medicine, natural science, and technology, which can lead to scientific breakthroughs. The foundation also supports Sweden's long-term development through a number of strategic research initiatives in areas such as artificial intelligence, sustainable materials, quantum technology, forest research, and life science. The remaining 20% can be reinvested in holdings, since the success of these companies enable the ecosystem to provide even stronger support for research in the future.
The better the individual companies perform, the more dividends will ultimately go to the foundations and their support of the universities and their basic research.
I do believe that a lot of the people working with us feel a pride to work in an organization or in an ecosystem where so much is actually given back to society.
This is what we can do to support our country.
We are seeing a time where sustainability and AI will be very important transition factors.
Everything that we do when it comes to financing, research, and education is all about, how can we be part of changes being made, and how can Sweden be part of that? And it's the same for business.
To move with the times, to move from the old to the new, the only tradition worth keeping. I think we've truly been working along those lines.
Today, the family's engagements are led by members of the 5th generation, with a growing commitment from the 6th.
We think that we can create most value over time by being very engaged and long-term.
more than 100 years ago, my ancestors started something with the ambition to develop Sweden. To be part of that is something to be extremely proud of.